Good morning, everyone. Oh, we're a little late. There's plenty of seats. If folks could take a seat, we can get started. Don't all rush, but there's a few seats. Everybody could take a seat if you like. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I love that. My name is Jill Bourne, and I have the greatest honor of being city librarian in San Jose and director of the San Jose Public Library. In San Jose, we are leading the SJ Access Digital Empowerment Initiative, which is what brings us here today. Libraries, as you all know, are spaces that provide tremendous opportunities for learning, for growth, and exploration. Public libraries today provide the resources that are necessary for our communities to thrive, such as free educational experiences, technology, training, and yes, internet connectivity. Today, we are so excited to announce that we have partnered with 6 community-based organizations across the city to extend our reach far beyond our physical libraries. Together, we are ensuring that more people can access free internet, tech devices, and receive personalized support from bilingual staff, who will provide hands-on digital skills training through multi-service centers used by residents in our city's most vulnerable neighborhoods. These trainings will cover computer basics, cybersecurity, how to navigate the internet, and will also offer support in applying for affordable and sustainable home broadband internet access. These tech hubs are made possible through annual city-issued SJ Access grants and the city's Digital Inclusion Fund, which is supported by city's public-private partnerships with AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and grant funding from Zoom. Tech hubs are open at least 20 hours a week and are available at the following locations: the Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County, which is located inside Luther Burbank Family Resource Center; the International Children's Assistance Network, which is located inside the county's Vietnamese American Service Center; Yay! International Rescue Committee, Sacred Heart Community Service; SourceWise, located here at the city's Roosevelt Community Center; and the Vietnamese Voluntary Foundation, located inside the Vietnamese American Cultural Center. So I want to thank you all for being here to learn more about this great program. And we are so lucky, as you can tell, to have the support from great organizations, from our private partners in the industry, but also especially from our elected officials. And today we're joined by a stellar cast of those, starting off with our very own Mayor Matt Mahan.
Awesome. Good morning. How are you all doing? All right, great energy in the room. Would you guys give it up for Jill and the library team? We are so lucky to have just amazing leadership in the San Jose Public Library system here in our city, just driving forward so many important priorities. We are paving the way to the future in San Jose, not just by hosting world-leading tech conferences like GTC, it was just here a week ago with 25,000 of the world's leading innovators around the world, but also by striving and doing the hard work to make sure that we eliminate this digital divide that we have here at home. That's really how we lead and get into the future, is to make sure everybody is included and has access to the tools that they need. We are the capital of Silicon Valley, and we can show that by ensuring that all of our residents have access to the tools and technology they need to help themselves and their families to access job opportunities, educational opportunities, and all of the other incredible resources and opportunities in our society. And this is going to be only more important as technology like artificial intelligence just keeps changing and remaking industry after industry in the way that our world works, the way we communicate, get information, learn, and do our work. Back in 2020, we made a commitment as a city to transform our digital landscape when we created the Digital Inclusion Fund and launched SJ Access. To date, the fund has generated approximately $10 million to address the digital divide in San Jose and has distributed approximately $4 million to community-based organizations and schools, provided 4,000 students with devices for remote learning. We all know how important that access was during the pandemic and continues to be. And more than 13,000 residents have benefited from SJ Access grant-funded digital skill building, training, and support. By the way, it's not enough to just have the connection and the device. There's a third piece of it, which is the education and literacy and all the capacity building. And I appreciate that our library system really understands the importance of hands-on education, mentorship, and skill building. And though we've seen a lot of success, the reality is we still have 12% of our households in San Jose that lack internet connectivity. So we've reduced the gap, but we still know there's more that needs to be done to fully close it and ensure that all of our residents are fully empowered to participate in our digital economy. And I'll just say on a personal note, I remember, this is about everybody in our community of all ages, all backgrounds, but I remember, and maybe many of you do, I remember being a kid, the first time I got on a computer, the first time I got to play Oregon Trail, the first time, I got on the internet. And I don't know if you remember, like the website would load like a few pixels at a time, but it was this whole other world of opportunity and exploration and learning. And like everyone in our community, but especially every kid in our city needs to have access to these emerging new tools and get to play around with them. I mean, it just changed my life. So these tech hubs that you just heard Jill describe will continue to advance our commitment to our residents to close the digital divide and create a pathway to digital learning and connectivity for our most vulnerable residents. They are expected to serve and support over 3,400 residents annually across the 6 incredible service providers that Jill outlined. Again, I want to thank Jill Bourne, the library's digital empowerment team, the San Jose Public Library Foundation for their philanthropic efforts, and all of the organizations that will operate these tech hubs. And I also want to recognize and thank our corporate funders and donors. This Digital Inclusion Fund and all the work we're talking about here wouldn't be possible without AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Zoom helping us advance our mission of ensuring that all San Joseans can access connectivity and technology in a convenient and accessible way. Let me just say a couple words in Spanish and then I'll hand it back to Jill. San Jose está liderando en tecnología y cerrando la brecha digital. La ciudad quiere que todos tengan las herramientas que necesitan para el futuro. Desde 2020, el Fondo de Inclusión Digital y SJ Access han invertido $10 millones. Han proporcionado, not my first language, you probably knew that, dispositivos, acceso a Internet y capacitación digital a miles de personas. Estos nuevos tech hubs ayudarán a aún más personas y nos acercarán a cerrar la brecha digital. Gracias a nuestra biblioteca, Jill Bourne, todo su equipo, y todos los socios en este programa. Gracias a todos. Thank you all very much. This is awesome. All right, Jill, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We're so pleased to have you here today. Thank you for all your support. Next, I am super excited to introduce our brand newest council member for Council District 3, where this awesome tech hub is going to be located, and that is Councilmember Carl Salas.
I hope the mayor never gets tired of it, but it's so great to come after him because he covers everything. So all I have to do is give you a little bit of color. And I think I'm a appointed council person for just a few months, but I have been blessed and privileged to be in this position. I worked with Supervisor Duong and the mayor so many times, and I sit next to Bien here, and it's just been an incredible privilege. So since I only have to talk about color, I'm going to give you two stories. Number one, last night I was with the mayor at a kind of a ribbon cutting thing at Little Italy. And there was a Sharks game, and there were two people with Toronto jerseys on. And I went up to them and said, "Boy, I hope you lose tonight." And so I engaged them, and they said, "We've never been to San Jose. This is really a cool city." And they said it's clean, and everybody's friendly. And I've been to Toronto. I don't know if anybody here has been to Toronto. Toronto was a spectacular city, huge skyscrapers, really beautiful, really affluent. And I said to them, I've been to Toronto, and San Jose is not Toronto. It is, you have an incredible, spectacular looking and feeling city. But I said, the community here is second to none in this country, in this world. There is nothing better than the community here. And they agreed. They said, we couldn't believe we talked to the cops. They were so nice to us. We talked to people. We asked for directions. Everyone was nice to us. And I'm going somewhere with this because I don't know if you have seen it, but there's a mural on the Anza Hotel. It's a beautiful mural. And I happened to be on a mural walk yesterday, and I've seen it a million times. But up in the corner, there's a little teeny square that says in Latin, which I would never read, but they translated it for me, "Victory through community." This community is fabulous, and there's nothing but opportunity here, but we need the tools. And just to be associated for a short time in this position with what's happening here, what these people, what all of you supporters have done with this is just an incredible leap forward for this city. And I just want to thank all of you for being here, all of you for electing these people. And I want you to know that there is nothing but upside and opportunity thanks to this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Council Member. We're so glad that you rode your bike here today. Yep. And next, we have another one of our wonderful council members who has been a great supporter of these programs to bridge the digital divide. Also having tech hubs in his own district, District 7. And so with that, I'm going to welcome Councilmember Ben Don.
It is incredible. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here, and thank you to Jill and her team. Thank you to the mayor and our city to invest into this digital connectivity. When we had COVID, our whole community depended on the connectivity to talk to our friends or families or loved one, even throughout the world. We don't need another COVID or pandemic to realize that our community needs to continue to connect right now. And by doing this, we allow our underserved community, especially in District 7, 5, a few other areas, allows children to be educated, elderly to connect to their loved ones. Not only here in the United States, but throughout the world. I am proud to see this investment in the city make through the San Jose Access Initiative. And I'm also proud that in my district, there's ICANN and Vivo who represent the Vietnamese community and reach out to make sure that our community understand that they can be connected too. I look forward to help boost the awareness of the Tech Hub among the residents in my district, not only in my district, but throughout the city of San Jose. And this is our commitment in the city. It's commitment from our council. It's commitment for our mayor. And I have to say, thank you, Carl, for all the kind words, and rightly so. It's the greatest place to live on earth, right here in the city of San Jose. And without all this investment, without all this caring about our community, we wouldn't have this type of program. So thank you so much, and thank you again for investing into our future and the future generation. I would like to say a few words in Vietnamese, if you will. Ngày hôm nay tôi cảm ơn quý vị đã tới đây kết nối một cái kỹ thuật số không phải là từ tốt để có mà phải có, cần có cho tất cả dân ở đây. Cảm ơn cho cái nhóm ở thư viện với Jill Bourne đã bỏ công sức để làm cho tất cả quý vị có cái cơ hội để lên trên mạng nói chuyện với bạn bè, gia đình trong cái thành phố trong San Jose này. Và tôi cảm ơn hai cái nội nghiệp, công nghiệp là ICANN với Vivo sẽ giúp đỡ cho cộng đồng Việt Nam mình nối kết trong cái mạng. Cảm ơn quý vị rất là nhiều. Thank you so much.
You tried to steal my phone. Thank you so much. As you can tell, we are so blessed to have such support from our mayor and council. This type of work does not happen in just having, just one entity alone. That phrase, it takes a village. Well, here it takes a whole ginormous city that is located within a county. And we are so fortunate to have partnership across our city boundaries to our county supervisors. And today we are joined by your own county supervisor, Betty Young. Let's welcome her.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. My name is Betty Young, and I'm your newly elected Santa Clara County Supervisor. Thank you. I've been elected for 3 minutes, and I think I'm ready to roll. Yes, no. We've been ready since day one. This is the community that I was born and raised in, and this is a community that leads with love first. So my district, District 2, is actually half of San Jose almost. So it includes Districts 3, 5, and 7 completely, and also parts of Districts 2, 2, 6, and 8. I just added another one. And I'm so happy to be here today. And this is also District 2 here in the county. So I get to work with my incredible city partners to make sure that we uplift and elevate the highest quality and standard of living for all of our residents. Thank you to Jill and to the City of San Jose for investing and advancing digital opportunities within San Jose to make it more accessible to those who call San Jose in Santa Clara County home. I want to give a shout out to Ann Grabowski too, is your department that provides a lot of the technical support for this. And shameless plug, my younger sister is a member of Ann's team working on digital equity and inclusion. So thank you for that. For so many reasons, I stand before you today in partnership and in collaboration, but specifically this morning, I believe that this is a critical need for many older adults, for those new to our country, or learning English as a second language, and for those who cannot afford broadband access in their households. Internet access is a necessity for so many, and although we are in the 21st century and in Silicon Valley, there are many people who still lack digital literacy skills, especially in our older adults. I am proud to see the incredible work that the San Jose Public Library and City of San Jose is leading at many community-based organizations that serve a wide range of people, and especially proud to know that many of our Vietnamese community members and elders will benefit from the tech hubs located inside the county's Vietnamese American Service Center and the city's Vietnamese American Culture Center. 2 blocks away from each other, by the way, super close and good neighbors. I'm so proud that 4 out of the 6 San Jose tech hubs are in District 2. And I'm not surprised that this is being led by our librarians. Growing up in San Jose, being born and raised here, libraries were de facto community centers. That's where all the kids went to after school to wait for their parents to come pick them up. So librarians, thank you for being our babysitters. That's where our parents went to find community. So thank you, librarians, for creating space. That's also where, I'm gonna give a shout out, Tully Library became, I would argue, was probably one of the first de facto first Vietnamese American community centers, because that's where we all congregated. And to the credit of the librarians, Tully Library was also the first to have the most expansive Paris by Night collection. You know what that is. It's a Vietnamese concert series that reminds us of home. And there was, my mom was not going to pay $24.99 for a copy, so she went to the library to check it out. But our librarians knew that. So thank you for continuing this tradition and this commitment to our community, to meeting them where they are and providing them what they need in the time that they need it. I'm so grateful. And I'll present my remarks in Vietnamese now. Xin kính chào quý cô chú, bác và anh chị. Betty Dương là giám sát viên quận hạt Santa Clara đại diện cho khu vực 2. Trước hết xin chân thành cảm ơn bà Jill cùng thành phố San Jose đã nỗ lực mang lại cơ hội tiếp cận dịch vụ Internet và mạng thiết bị công nghệ và các lớp kỹ năng hướng dẫn sử dụng các thiết bị cho cư dân, giúp họ tìm kiếm thông tin, giao tiếp và sử dụng các thiết bị công nghệ một cách dễ dàng hơn trong đời sống hàng ngày. Betty có mặt ở đây vì thật sự quan tâm đến nhu cầu của quý cô chú bác cũng như các anh chị em trong cộng đồng, nhất là những gia đình mới định cư tại Hoa Kỳ đang trong quá trình ổn định cuộc sống, học tiếng Anh và chưa có điều kiện để lắp đặt Internet tại nhà hoặc tiếp cận thiết bị công nghệ như iPad và computer và vi tính, vân vân. I'm looking at my elders in the back here. I hope my Vietnamese passes muster today. Trong thời đại ngày nay, Internet, thiết bị công nghệ là những công cụ không thể thiếu. Thế nhưng vẫn còn nhiều người, đặc biệt là cô chú, bác chưa có điều kiện hoặc chưa được hướng dẫn cách sử dụng thiết bị một cách hiệu quả. Từ đó gặp nhiều khó khăn trong việc tiếp cận thông tin và dịch vụ công cộng. Hy vọng chương trình này sẽ mang đến một bước tiến nhỏ nhưng đầy ý nghĩa, góp phần giúp mỗi người dân có thêm phương tiện để kết nối, học hỏi và tiếp cận thông tin một cách dễ dàng hơn. Xin cảm ơn. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Supervisor. You know, you can tell this type of change in community, this type of investment does not happen without our leadership being on board. So let's thank them all again for being here. And now, even though it was awesome to hear from all those folks, I'm really excited for our next speaker. We actually have a testimonial from one of our SourceWise clients, and I will let him speak for himself. Yes, woo! Mr. Sylvester Brooks, let's make him feel very welcome.
Thank you. I have to use my iPad. Good morning. My name is Sylvester Brooks, and I'm a participant in the SourceWise Hub program. So I'd like to extend my appreciation to our public officials, to our mayor, city council, representatives, library, the foundation, and to all of you who are here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I'm making this presentation to share what I've learned in the class from mastering the basic navigation and gestures like swiping. You think I'm kidding, huh? Pinching and tapping. Sounds like a rap song, doesn't it? To using essential built-in apps such as Chrome, Safari, Notes, email, as well as exploring VoiceOver and cloud storage management. So we've learned a lot. And I'd just like to give thanks I'd just like to give a shout out to all of our extraordinary staff, Vivian, David, Eli, Christina. We really appreciate the time and patience that you have with us, because as you know, we're seniors. So I want to thank you all for making this possible. And we'll see you at the next gathering. Thank you.
Yeah, we can do it up here.
Megan, did you want to stand in front of the podium? Or?
Yeah, how do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want us up here?
Well, we can talk.
No.
Let's move this out of the way.
It's on wheels.
There we go.
Sorry, do you want your podium back?
Yeah, sure.
You want to?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Sorry for the interruption.
Awesome, I love that. We got to put these guys to work. All right, well, I am so thankful for everyone being here today, and it was already stated, but I do want to give a special thanks to the SourceWise crew. Can we just hear it for them for hosting us today? As well as the Roosevelt Community Center, our awesome partners at Parks, Recreation, Neighborhood Services, and Roosevelt who helped us. And all of our great teams, which got a lot of thanks today. So I think as we close up today, I just want to encourage everyone to tell your friends and neighbors, spread the word about the tech hubs around San Jose, free access to internet learning and skill building. It is so important for everybody. I mean, even all of us have to learn new technologies every day. Imagine how hard it is if you feel like you've been left behind. And we want to make sure that doesn't happen to any of our residents. So I think as we finish up, we're going to do a little ceremonial ribbon cutting. 2, 1.
We'll give autograph.